Good morning, students. In previous video, I have told you about the elements, compounds, then periodic table, mixtures, okay, about metals. In our Zoom classes, we have discussed about the physical properties of metals, that metals are lustrous, malleable. Malleable means they can be beaten into thin sheets, ductile, they can be drawn into wires. Then sonorous means when strike with any hard material, metal produces ringing sound. Okay, metals are hard, metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. There are some exceptions also that metals are hard, but sodium and potassium, they are exception, means they are soft, they can be cut, they can easily cut with the help of knife. Okay, liquid metals I have told you. Then if we talk about the physical properties of non-metals, so just opposite, non-metals are soft except carbon. Okay, diamond a form of carbon, graphite a form of carbon, they are hard. Then non-metals are non-lustrous, means they are not shiny except diamond a form of carbon. Non-metals are brittle in nature, means they cannot, if we hammer non-metals they will be break into pieces. Okay, then non-metals are non-ductiles, means we cannot make wires. Okay, non-metals are non-sonorous. Non-metals are poor conductor of heat and electricity except carbon. Okay, they are good conductor of heat and electricity. Then chemical properties of metals. First is your reaction with oxygen. Okay, reaction with oxygen, when metal reacts with oxygen, they form metal oxides. Okay, and they are basic in nature. Metal oxides are basic in nature. The reaction, there is an activity I have told you, that if we take magnesium ribbon, when we burn, then it will burn with white dazzling light. Then after burning there will be a white powdery ashes, and when we mix that ashes with water, it will form magnesium hydroxide. And then when we check that solution with litmus paper, it will, with red litmus paper, it will changes into blue, and blue color indicates that metals are basic in nature. In opposite, non-metals are acidic in nature. Okay, then next is your reaction with water. Okay, when metal reacts with water, they displaces hydrogen from water, they form metal hydroxide, and hydrogen gas will release. In opposite, non-metals do not react with water or steam. Then in metals, reaction with acid, when metal reacts with acid, they form their respective salts and hydrogen gas will release. Okay, same with bases, when metal reacts with bases, they form respective salt and hydrogen gas will release. Okay, non-metals, generally non-metals, okay, their reaction with the bases is complicated, and non-metals don't react with water. Previously I have told you. Then next is your displacement reaction. Displacement reaction means when more reactive metal, okay, when highly reactive metal displaces less reactive metal from its salt solution, that reaction is called displacement reaction. Okay, if we talk about generally for metals and non-metals both, then the definition will be when highly reactive element displaces less reactive element from its salt solution, it is called displacement reaction. This definition, if we are talking about metal, then we will add when highly reactive metal, and if we talk about non-metal, then we will write when highly reactive non-metal. Okay, general definition of displacement reaction means It is a reaction in which more reactive element displaces less reactive element from its salt solution is called displacement reaction. Example of copper sulfate and iron. Okay, if it copper sulfate and iron, then iron sulfate will form and copper will deposit. For this experiment, we take iron nail, and if we take copper sulfate solution, then add iron nail into the copper sulfate solution. Color of copper sulfate solution is blue in blue. After some time, what we will observe, when we take out the iron nail from that solution, we will observe there is a deposition of copper on the iron nail, and iron from that nail goes to the solution and form iron sulfate. After that blue color solution, after some time we will observe that solution is of a sea green color. Okay, means there is a change in the color of solution because of the formation of iron sulfate. Okay, for this displacement reaction you have to learn reactivity series. I have told you about the reactivity series. Okay, when the arrangement of reactivity series, go through that reactivity series and learn that. Okay, when that sulfate, copper sulfate, copper is least reactive than iron solution. Salt solution of always salts, if salt solution of element is lower, okay, then there will be a displacement reaction. For example, just opposite, if the salt solution is of iron is given, means iron sulfate and copper, then no reaction will occur. Okay, so go through the reactivity series. I have told you about the reactivity series. So then next is your uses of metals and non-metals. Metals used for making electric wires, coils for electrical appliances, used for making utensils, making jewelries, making automobile batteries. Okay, used in dry cells, used in construction, used in bridges. Metals. Then non-metals, it is essential for our life, which all living beings inhale during breathing, that is oxygen. Non-metals used in fertilizers for the growth of plants, that is nitrogen. Non-metals used in purple colored solution which is applied on wounds as an antiseptic, that is iodine. Okay, then non-metals used in crackers, that is phosphorus. So these are the uses of metals and non-metals. This is the revision of this fourth chapter. Go through this chapter. Any doubt, any questions come in your mind, then you can clear your doubts. Okay, between 12 to 1 p.m. 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. And the assignment I have sent you on Google Classroom. Okay, thank you.